Existential crisis. I want to comment about two things mentioned here. The first one is very personal, but here we go. Once I started working full time, I was rather reckless with my money, mostly for games and consoles and such. That was when I was 17, I'm now 24. I worked the same job I did then, but now 6 days a week, and I make a decent wage now. And you know what? I don't have much of a savings account because I became a victim of the retail therapy. Now I want to build a future and do something with my life, but I need the savings first. So I have been cutting my spending drastically, and it's been working. I'm building that safety net finally so I can maybe go to school and figure out what I want to do with my life. But it still kind of gets to me, you know? Almost every day I look at building a gaming PC or the wish list I have on Amazon. I have this, I want it, I need it personality. And I went into debt paying for driving lessons, but it was made far worse by my reckless spending. Here's the thing though. My girlfriend, when she started working, wanted to help pay off my debt. I refused because that's my hole to dig out. It's my fault. Even now, I don't have enough of a safety net if I lost my job. I'd be in a very tight spot. But that's on me. If anyone, though, should be worried and have that safety net, it should be a YouTuber or content creator. Because trust me, this is not going to last forever. So unless you've made wicked savings or are incredibly well established like a PewDiePie or a lesser extent Dodger, as a side note, since Dodger is a mom currently, YouTube and Twitch are perfect for her to make money on, never has to leave the house, I'm not sure how you would survive. So YouTubers should be going to school or making sure that they have a giant savings account and retirement savings and investments. Because when YouTube is no longer viable and they have lost all their Patreon supporters, Spoonie is a great example of that, all they have left as a viable option is the drive-through job I'm currently working or something similar. So I would suggest investing your own money into a career path and be followed when YouTube is no longer viable, or simultaneously while doing YouTube. Just my 2 cents from a personal perspective. Well, thank you for sharing that existential crisis. I would say you got the right idea. You said you started working when you were 17, but you had a lot of reckless spending. And now you're 24 and you're looking back on it and you realize that, that was not good. And you were buying, games and consoles and all kind of stuff. Retail therapy. I think we've all been there to where, you get money and you see some sales or maybe like, you're having a period where, you're down or depressed in your life and, going out and buying things makes you feel happy. That's why they call it retail therapy. The thing is, it's very dangerous, especially if you talk about credit cards. I went through a period, I had a Sears card and I needed a nice PC. So I got a Sears card and I got me a nice PC. But then, I needed a printer, so I got a nice printer. And then there's all kind of different stuff that I didn't need, but I got because you know what? Made me feel good. Made me feel good to go there with my little magical plastic goodies crater. But, then the bills came. And that was a bad period. I nearly lost everything. But then I just sit down and I just hunkered down and I said, no more. I looked at all this worthless plastic and different stuff I was buying and I said, no, I can cut back a little bit. I can cut back, And I think it happens to all of us. It's just the nature. You see these ads on TV. Everybody's flashing, get a new car, get a new gaming PC, get this, get that. It's just our culture, really. And a lot of these YouTubers don't help that because they show off all their swagger and they show off all their stuff they got. And they give you this false impression that, hey, you should be trying to get like them. And the ironic thing is many of these people, especially these gaming YouTubers, as you see, a lot of their collection and a lot of what they have is either A, donated from people, or B, if they're big enough, companies actually send them all kind of stuff. So they get a lot of freebies. So it's a false impression that, they're sending across too. I hated to go off on that sidetrack, but I'll stick to this. Existential, I think everything will be okay. I think everything will be okay with you because, and I like the fact that, You know, you're not having your girlfriend help out your debt either. You know, you're being a man. It's your hole you dug and you're digging your way out of it. That's another thing I like. I would never personally have a woman pay my own debt. You know, as a man, I could never do that, you know?